Black smoke at the Vatican just over 3 hours ago. The Cardinals took their first vote on picking the new pope today. The black smoke means no pope. The Cardinals entered the Sistine Chapel earlier today. Former Milwaukee Archbishop, now Cardinal Timothy Dolan, took the oath of secrecy. He is third in line there. Took the oath along with 114 other cardinals.
Et ego Timothy Cardinalis Dolan, spondeo voveo iuro, sic me Deus adjuvit, et haec sancta Dei evangelia quae mano mea tango.
Jay Gray shows us what else happened today as the Cardinals gathered to pick a new pope.
With thousands gathered and watching in St. Peter's Square, black smoke billowed through the rain and clouds above the Sistine Chapel. The first papal vote, as expected, did not end with the election of a new pope.
I just pray and just ask God to really guide the church in this time.
For Catholics, it's a time of both history and circumstance. Their church at a crossroads, searching for someone who can deal with ongoing problems at the Vatican and inspire the faithful as the number of active parishioners continues to wane.
We need a leader, and we need a visionary, and we need somebody that can give our world some hope.
The process to find that leader began earlier today, wrapped in the ancient sacraments of their religion and the secrecy of the Sistine Chapel.
Extra omnes.
As the 115 voting cardinals were locked behind the doors of the chapel, outside, the waiting began.
We think it's an amazing opportunity to be here to see the election of a new pope, because a pope hasn't stepped down in almost 600 years, and it's just history in the making, so it's important to be here.
And for the Americans who've made this pilgrimage, there is still a hope that the smoke reveals something that's never happened in the history of their church.
Just so long as it's an American pope.
For now, though, the nationality, the name is still a mystery as the world continues to wait for the white smoke. The next opportunity for that comes tomorrow morning, and the Cardinals can vote 4 times throughout the day if necessary. Jay Gray, NBC News, Rome.
Milwaukee Archbishop Jerome Listecki watched the start of the conclave today.
Courtney Garish is here with that part of our coverage. Courtney?
Mike and Carol, the Archbishop calls this a special time. He believes Catholics around the world are full of anticipation, not just because cardinals are picking a new pope, but because Catholics have had a lot of time to prepare for this. But Pope Benedict's resignation and the time leading up to the conclave are just a part of it.
The other aspect is it's so wide open, and because it's so wide open, it leads us to have our hometown favorites and our various individuals to learn about the various personalities that are thought to be papably in election. It's really a wonderful time.
The Milwaukee Archdiocese will hold a special mass once the new pope is named. Mike and Carol?
Courtney, thank you very much.
Area Catholics are waiting for the white smoke.
Melissa McCready spoke with some of them this morning.
Now Cardinal Timothy Dolan was installed as Milwaukee's Archbishop here more than 10 years ago. Today, he could be considered as the next pope. As the conclave is now underway, Catholics across the world, including here in Milwaukee, are waiting, speculating over who will oversee the Catholic Church.
I think the church leaders there are interested in kind of bringing the church to the 21st century, see, maybe having a pope from a different continent.
Yet many eyes remain on former Milwaukee Archbishop Timothy Dolan. Even in Rome, the crowds and cameras follow his every step. But even he admits becoming pope is a long shot.
I'm ready to go home. I ran out of socks.
Although many here in Milwaukee would love to see Dolan as pontiff, others, including Stephen Hannon, aren't so sure.
That might actually not be good. We're the last remaining superpower. If we also had control of the Catholic Church, I see the rest of the world might not. That might not sit well with them, so it might have to balance power elsewhere.
Soon enough, the white smoke will appear and we'll have an answer.
I'm interested to just see how it ends.
Milwaukeeans will have their eyes on the Vatican, watching to see what happens. On your side in Milwaukee, Melissa McCready, today's TMJ4.